Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Deacon signs divorce papers, and Sheila is blamed in the Luna escape scandal? Sheila Carter is on extremely thin ice with her husband, according to teasers, but Deacon Sharp gave her another chance on the bold and the beautiful. Deacon Sharp promised to put an end to the divorce proceedings and improve his marriage, but all of that is about to change. Now that Luna is at large, Sheila will have a lot of explaining to do on the CBS soap opera. Will Luna Nozawa's grandmother lose her marriage as a result of her prison escape? Here are spoilers for Bold and Beautiful's next episodes. You would think Sheila Carter would have learned her lesson and avoided the Il Giardino serial killer after almost losing her husband Deacon. Sheila, however, goes to the beach where the manhunt is underway as soon as she learns that the pregnant prisoner has fled. Sheila can now claim that she has 2 grandkids to worry about because Luna is pregnant, but Deacon is unlikely to believe her. There are rumors that the manhunt this week may end tragically on the beach. Fans frequently speculate that Sheila Carter may discover Luna Nozawa pregnant before the authorities do and assist her in staging her murder, again. Lying about Luna being swept out to sea or falling over a cliff into the misty ocean won't be difficult, and it will be simple to explain away the absence of a body. The last time it was discovered that Sheila Carter knew Luna was at large but failed to inform him, Deacon was on the verge of divorcing her. This is a terrible beginning to their new chapter in marriage, and Sheila promised to be honest with Deacon going ahead. According to teasers, Deacon Sharp is enamored with Taylor Hayes, his therapist. Sheila argues that Deacon is trying to find an excuse to end their marriage, so he can pursue the nice doctor. He won't feel guilty if his wife is involved in another Luna Nozawa scandal. If Deacon discovers that Sheila assisted Luna in escaping once more, do you think he will dump her? Is he merely trying to find a reason to have sex with Taylor? Discovering the 5 crucial suspects in Luna's fatal exit and her murder twist. We talk about 5 possible suspects in Luna Nozawa's potentially fatal exit, because spoilers and updates for the bold and the beautiful indicate that she might experience a murderous turn of events. Is there a possibility that someone will take an unexpected action to totally destroy Luna? A massive search operation will start now that Luna has escaped from prison. The following portion of this story is dismal since Luna is likely to flee on the beach in the fog. It would be useless for Luna to get away and end up in jail. There must be more going on, implying that Luna might have a very different end. For example, if the show depicts her plummeting off a cliff into the water, it might suggest that she is assumed dead. We ought to consider the possibility that someone would force Luna into the sea in an effort to permanently put an end to this horror. In light of this, let's examine 5 potential suspects who would be keen to push Luna in the direction of her demise. When Poppy Nozawa Romy Park learns about Luna's escape, she will be furious and will definitely join the hunt for her. Could Poppy find Luna and push her own daughter to the brink of death? A dramatic fight between mother and daughter might occur, perhaps at the edge of a cliff, where Poppy tries to cling to her but is forced to let go. Luna is so insane that she would attempt to kill her own mother by pulling her over the edge, accusing her of causing all of her childhood anxiety. If it came down to a fight to the death, Poppy would be forced to let Luna fall. Electra Forrester may become a significant suspect in the inquiry into Luna's potential killer, if she is able to quietly leave the gang. It's simple to imagine Electra being so filled with rage that it drives her down that terrible path. But by doing this, she runs the risk of making her relationship with Will more difficult, particularly if her efforts unintentionally result in a terrible conclusion for his child as well. Electra might find it challenging to keep Luna and the unborn kid apart, possibly considering the child to be a demon seed. As a result, the unborn child she is carrying would have to be sacrificed in order to remove his or her mother from the world. Sheila Sharp is definitely a wild card when it comes to what's happening with Luna. Sheila genuinely cares about her granddaughter, but it's important to acknowledge that she has a fiery temperament. Sheila is quite unhappy that Luna is endangering her marriage, and if Luna has the audacity to approach her about it, Sheila might lose her temper. Sheila has a deeper, more sinister side. Therefore it is impossible to completely rule out the chance that this rage will worsen and cause Luna to suffer grave repercussions. Is it feasible that Bill Spencer will finally carry out the deadly acts he has threatened if he finds Luna alone on the beach? Bill may be ready to kill Luna even though he says he wants to change for the better. Although everyone has their boundaries, Katie Logan has always been wary of any possible threat to Luna, particularly given the infant involved. Could Katie lash out at Luna in a fit of rage or perhaps cause her death following a heated altercation? This could be a useful story twist to introduce, since Katie appears to be about to have another heart attack. Sheila's rejection, Liam and Hope's disastrous wedding, Deke's crucial decision, and where is Luna? According to previews for the upcoming 3 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful, Deke Sharp must make a difficult decision. Katie Logan must deal with the shadow of Luna Nozawa, and Liam Spencer and Hope Logan have a difficult journey to the altar. After Luna breaks out of jail, the following week is hectic. As he tells Katie everything, Bill Spencer is aware that he is solely to blame. As Poppy Nozawa, Sheila Sharp and Lee Finnegan arrive at the beach home, Will Spencer, Electra Forrester and Ivy Forrester wait tensely. Will is eager to go get Luna, but Deputy Chief Bradley Baker stops him. Luna may die as a result of her scheme, despite her arrogance. Although Luna appears to have swept out to sea, do you think she is truly gone? Or does Luna have 9 lives to live just like Sheila? Fun is certain throughout the Thanksgiving week as Steffi Forrester Finnegan, John Finn Kelly Spencer, Taylor Hayes and Hayes Finnegan start eating a lot. But Steffi and Finn's preparations might be derailed by an unexpected visitor. Is it Douglas Forrester and Thomas Forrester? In the meantime, Sheila and Deacon Sharp enjoy themselves with their Thanksgiving guests throughout the episode. We are discussing Carter Walton and Daphne Rose, 2 couples who make Turkey Day enjoyable. Eventually, the week of Liam and Hope's wedding begins. Sadly, Beth Spencer does not want Sheila to attend the ceremony. How will Deacon react to this request? Since Deacon is the bride's father, we assume he will comply with his daughter's wishes. Does this rejection, however, imply that he and Taylor will give in to temptation at the wedding? Deke, meantime, finds it difficult to enjoy himself without Remy Price. Will Remy end up being Taylor's next patient? As the cops approach in, Luna shocks Will with a devastating confession. When the jail guard eventually realized Luna wasn't in her cell, he promptly declared a code red on the missing inmate. They were aware of Luna's desperation and the threat she posed, so everyone had to be extremely vigilant. Unofficially, Daphne paid Taylor a visit at her office. She expressed gratitude to Taylor for attending Il Giardino's open mic event. The two were relieved that Steffi's nightmare with Luna was over, and Daphne was thankful to have a friend like Steffi. Ivy kept asking Electra if she could be with Will when he was having a child with Luna. This time, Electra advised her to stop asking since they had a chance to live a real life together now that Luna was incarcerated. Although she understood Ivy's worries, she was confident that she and Will would overcome any challenges. Nevertheless, Ivy cautioned her that the baby would eventually make things more difficult. Bill desired to exact revenge on Luna for the suffering she inflicted to Will. After giving birth, they wanted to make sure she never touched the child. Bill wanted to give Will a new beginning, so he could put the Luna experience behind him. He asked her to have faith that he would stop at nothing to keep his family safe from Luna's threats. Katie thought their family was resilient enough to overcome any challenge. Bill believed that everything was possible once they were entire again. But the prison called Bill with the worst news imaginable. Luna had escaped and no one knew where she was. Bill promised to hold them accountable if his family suffered any harm. Despite Katie's pleas, he was forced to say, she escaped. Will, Liam, and Steffi were all possible targets for Luna. Therefore, Bill required protection to go with them. When Katie eventually spoke with Electra, she expressed her yearning to be with Bill. Katie told her that Luna had broken out of prison, and they were aware that Will would be Luna's first target. Will texted him to let him know that Luna was seeing Bill. Deacon lamented life without his companions and talked to Poppy and Lee about their deaths. He intended the ghosts of Luna's criminal past to haunt her for the rest of her life. Sheila overheard the strange trio talking and inquired as to what they were talking about. She felt bad for giving Luna another chance since she thought she could change. Deacon, Sheila, and Lee were shocked to learn that Luna had escaped. Luna and Will were at the beach house, according to a text that Deacon received. The sound of silence in her house pleased Steffi. Since the kids were at a sleepover, she and Finn enjoyed spending the evening alone. They longed for a romantic evening spent alone, even if they missed the children. Additionally, They could finally unwind now that Luna was incarcerated. They indulged in the light of their intense love while making out on the couch. Steffi was assured by Finn that they would never have to worry about Luna again. Following a toast to their union, Steffi received a text from Bill informing her that Luna had broken out of jail. When Taylor called Steffi to see how she was doing, a scared Steffi told him that Luna had broken out of prison and that nobody knew where she was. Taylor begged her daughter to escape to Eric's house for more security because she was worried about her safety. Katie texted Steffi to let her know that Luna was at Will's beach house. Luna reminded Will that their child was created out of love and pleaded with him to let her know they could become a family. Other than the child she was carrying, he told her, there was nothing between them. In keeping with that, he inquired about the baby's progress, but she sidestepped the topic and once more pleaded for the possibility of a future with him. I will never love you, Will said. My future is with Electra, while yours is in prison. Will had no idea what Luna had been going through. She sobbed to him. He believed that the only thing she had to deal with was the fact that her romantic fantasy would never materialize. She started crying more and apologizing before he could say anything more. He promised that she would go back to prison and never come out. Her existence would be erased from the planet after the baby was born. Luna promised she would never do it again after acknowledging that what she had done to him and everyone else was terrible. He vowed never to reveal to his child the kind of monster she was. I lost everything, Will, Luna said, sobbing as Will proceeded to beat her. I completely lost it. After going over Luna's lengthy list of victims, Will pleaded with her to feel regret for what she had done. He thought she was incapable of feeling true emotion, and he didn't think her waterworks were real. He was mistaken, Luna remarked, and she assured him that nobody deserved the terrible things she had done. She realized why Will would never trust her and knew that her words would never atone for what she had done. Luna knew that she had violated Will when he was unable to give consent, and she detested it more than anything. She believed that the pregnancy might be her way to atonement, and that Will would deem her deserving of love. Will declared, my child will never have to pay for the sins of its twisted mother. While Luna and Will carried on their highly charged discussion regarding the baby, everyone hurried to the beach home. She deserved to be imprisoned for the rest of her life, so he didn't think he would ever see her again. Luna became more upset the more Will talked about their impending kid. It was too late for the baby, Luna informed Will. She said that she must have miscarried due to the stress of everything around her. She told Will, I'm sorry, Will, since she thought she might have been a decent mother. I apologize for everything. Luna took advantage of the approaching police sirens to quickly flee the beach home as Will hurried outside to let them know where she was.